Alright, nerds, I know what you're thinking. You think I'm about to high road you into not playing the game anymore, or telling you all these reasons about why you shouldn't play the game because playing the game makes you, scared of talking to women or makes you become a 30-year-old virgin. Like those things might be true, but that's not what I'm here to tell you. I'm actually break it down as to why you should stop playing the game and why that was beneficial for me, because other people's experiences are the best pieces of advice you can get. And that's what we're here to do. Yes, absolutely, my goal would be to get you to quit playing the game and to maybe even get a little view time. But we're not even worried about that right now. We're just worried about you not being a loser anymore. And the number one thing that's going to make you a loser and make you like the most least productive version of yourself possible is playing the game, bro. And look, and I'm going to go ahead and clear this up. Like, don't come at me like I was never a gamer, like I never played games, like I never cared for them. Look behind me, dog. There's Star Wars Legos, there's all kinds of Pokemon stuff. Like, bro, obviously I'm a nerd. Like, obviously I love to play the game. Like, I'm gonna show you all my Fortnite time, I'm gonna show you all my GTA time, bro. I have a gaming PC right here I do all my work and content on. It's a dog of a PC. I could play the best at any games I've ever played, but I've never touched a game on this computer because I'm locked in. You know how much self-control that takes? Not much, because I know what the bad parts of playing the game are, and that's what I'm about to break it down. So let's get it. To really start this thing off, I'm qualified to tell you this because I used to play the game all the time, and I quit playing the game completely. I don't play any games. There might be one small exception, but we'll get into that. And that has really helped me elevate everything in my life. I've been more active. I picked up running. I picked up playing the guitar. I picked up doing all kinds of productive stuff within my business that I wouldn't have ever even thought about because I was focused on the game. And when you play the game, that's what's going to occupy your mind, and we'll get into why that is. So let's just go ahead and look at the case study here. I pulled this screenshot directly off my PS5. I turned it on for the first time in months just to go show you this, right? I have 1,091 hours played on Fortnite. That's ridiculous, bro. That should have never happened. I'm a loser for letting that happen. And I got this PS5 in like 2022. Made new accounts and everything. So this is like, and I haven't even played the game at all in over a year. So this is like basically a year and a half's time, and I put 1,000 hours into playing Fortnite. Tell me that's not ridiculous. And that's not all. I could have showed you every one of these games, but I'll show you my two most played, my favorite games. 455 hours on GTA. Yet again, ridiculous. So imagine if I took this 450 hours and that, basically 1,100 hours, and I had put, 1,600 hours into my business. You know how much further along I would be if I would have taken that time before I started a business and actually put 1,600 hours into learning a new skill? Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not seeing it like that, you're gonna fall behind. It's just not how life works. Like, I got nothing out of these 500 hours. I got nothing out of that 1,000 hours that I played Fortnite, bro. I have a modded GTA account. I can get anything I want. I have hundreds of millions of dollars, but none of that matters. What matters is having fulfillment in real life, and playing games strips you from that in every facet. Playing video games is honestly probably the biggest divider between somebody who's very locked in and somebody who's not locked in at all. And like I said, I'm not trying to high road anybody, and I think you should do what you want to do. But if you're in your 20s, you should understand that making money, learning skills, and setting yourself up to just have a nice life or just at least be fulfilled is way more important than texting your friends talking about the new Lego Batman game coming out. Bro, I do not care if it has a bigger open roam, whatever world than any other Lego game ever, bigger than some like normal games, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm trying to understand how to establish better money models for my business and all this type of shit, right? I don't care about what's going on with the game, bro. I don't care that the new Mario Kart is $20 more than they normally are. Like, you should not care about that. If you care about that as a grown man, bro, you're like low-key a loser. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what? Like, is that seriously what you're worried about right now? Please lock in. Alright, yet again, I'm gonna have a beautiful demonstration drawn for you here. This is video games, obviously. This is, yes, a controller of sorts. You know, I made my own with one joystick, but we can get past that. All right, so we're kind of moving into why video games are actually so dangerous for you to enjoy so much. And you know, number one is because you know it's basically the same thing as smoking weed or drinking alcohol or whatever it is that you degenerates still do in your 20s. But like, just for example, like you can watch a movie that's a super mid movie and you're just smoking a whole lot of weed during that movie. It's going to seem like it's the best movie ever. You're going to be super involved in the plot. You're going to think that there's some like crazy stuff going on in the movie. You're going to be super invested into it. You might even have a freaking bag of chips and some dip there beside you, and you're just having the best time ever. Are you actually having the best time ever? Probably not. Try watching that same movie sober, and unless it's like No Country for Old Men or Interstellar, then you're probably going to realize the movie was pretty mid and that you were just high off your ass and you didn't really enjoy the movie. You were just pushing all those buttons in your brain that triggered as much dopamine as possible, and you were just sitting there laying on the couch feeling good, watching a movie, getting nothing done with your life. And honest to God, bro, video games are the same way. As men, I would say that these are some of the most important things in our lives on a base level. You know, we all have our goals. We have our drive to help us, you know, get to those goals. We have fulfillment once we've reached them, as well as the sense of accomplishment when we reach goals along the way. And then, you know, some of us are social as well. You know, not all of you that play video games are actually social. You know, sometimes you need to get out of your mom's basement and actually go see some sunlight, but that's not what I'm here to tell you to do. Okay, when you're playing video games, it basically takes all of these things here and it makes them into one. It makes you get all of these needs fulfilled from playing the game. Like, perfect example would be you're trying to get, you know, gold or diamond camo on your new gun on COD, bro. Like, you're gonna have that goal of getting there. You're gonna be driven to get there. You're gonna feel a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment once you get there. Okay, you'll even see, you know, senses of fulfillment when you knock off, you know, like certain challenges along the way. And then, you know, you'll get the fake illusion of being social, talking shit with people in the lobby and telling them that you're better than them, even though your KD ratio is probably 0.75. Like, that's not real life, bro. Like, you really gotta get out of something like that. And dude, I'll be the first one to tell you, dude, I have sat there and I have grinded COD for 10 and 12 hours a day to get these camos. Like, catch me in a game of Nuketown 24/7 or a game of Shipment 24/7. You're gonna wish you didn't, because you're done. I'll take a SMG class mixed with a shoddy class out and I will smoke you. I will go on a 45 kill streak. I will get every kill streak, call drone strikes down on you, missile strike your whole team. You will be done. But all of that is fake fulfillment. I'm achieving a fake goal with fake drive to get there. The fulfillment and accomplishment that I get is fake. Also paired with the social interaction that I get on there is fake. Even if it is with people that you know, because you're all wasting your time and you could be, you know, spending your time doing something better. There's really no argument to say that playing the game is not a waste of time, because let's keep it real, bro. You're not going to be a professional streamer. Even if you're good enough to be a professional streamer, you don't have the charisma for it, okay? So I hope to God somebody actually watches this video and ends up a professional streamer and I just get proved wrong on the internet forever. But I don't think that's going to happen, because you're not going to be a streamer, okay? Comment down below, I'll never be a YouTuber. I don't care, because I'm better at this than you are at streaming. And honestly, to me, it's kind of crazy that people don't realize this sooner. Like, you think developers of games aren't wondering how to fry your dopamine as much as possible in the best way possible to keep you playing the game, to keep you spending more money on the game, and just have you hooked on the game just like it's some type of drug. Like, obviously, yeah, that's kind of their job, bro. And especially with games nowadays, bro. Like, you used to kind of hit a cap with games. You know, you could actually really beat it and get done with everything. You know, sure, you can 100% a game. I 100%ed Spider-Man 2 a couple years ago. Like, I was doing stupid things as well. But that got me nothing. And as soon as you finish that game, like I did here, the perfect example is me with Spider-Man 2. Like, I wanted to finish the game so bad. I wanted to 100% it. I wanted to have every suit. I wanted to open every crate. I wanted to beat the whole game. And I did that, and I instantly just didn't care about the game anymore. Like, I just really didn't, because I had done everything. I reached the potential of the game, and I was done. You know, I've done the same thing with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I beat the game. My ship was maxed out. I'd taken over every fort. I'd opened every chest. I'd been to every island. I'd killed every animal. I'd crafted every weapon. Like, there was nothing left to do. The game was no longer fun to me anymore. And that's one of the best games to ever exist, is Black Flag. So for that to not even be fun to you anymore, and you just keep having to cycle on to the next game, you're just wasting your time. Like, what's the point of that? You're really getting nothing out of that at all. You know, and to touch on the frying of the dopamine again, right? So nothing else is gonna be fun to you. Like, hanging out with your friends in person is not gonna be as fun. Like, because of course it's not. Real life will never be as fun as being in some kind of, you know, Fortnite creative world with the homeboys playing rockets versus cars. That's more fun than humans were designed to ever have. It doesn't get better than that. So if you keep doing that over and over, nothing will be fun to you. Everything will be mid, everything will be miserable, and women won't like you because you play the game. Like, so the trade-off here is pretty low on the side of the game and still playing the game, because you get nothing done. You get nothing good out of it. I like to look at things like this. So whatever I think about when I'm not playing music in the car and I'm driving, or whatever I think about when I'm going to sleep at night, or when I'm taking a shower, I'd say that's probably what's most important to me at that time, because my mind kind of goes blank and then it just starts thinking about things, right? So I'll give you another example here. I told you I'd get back to some games that I think are alright to play. And for a while, this is recently, this summer, this last summer, you know, it's September now, you know, I had been playing Clash Royale a little bit this summer. I think Clash Royale is a little better than most games, because you don't just sit there and brainlessly play the game. It's not designed for you to win. You are playing an opponent. I wouldn't go as far as to compare it directly to chess, but you do have to know how to use the characters to actually play the game and play it well. You can't just put a random deck together, throw cards down, and expect to win. You have to know what you're doing. But I got to the point where I would be taking a shower and I'd be thinking, you know, like, man, like, how can I optimize my Mega Knight deck? Like, you know, should I be using Dark Goblin or should I be using Firecracker? Like, do I really need wall breakers in this deck? Like, or do I have them at a high enough level for them to really, like, do what I need them to do to get people to attack the other tower? What am I doing? Like, I just thought about that one day. I was like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I should be thinking about how to optimize my businesses right now. I should be thinking about something that's going to move me forward in life. And here I am thinking about a Clash Royale deck. Like, get so serious right now. So I'm done playing Clash Royale. So to really sum all this up, I think that video games will 100% take away your drive and ambition to enjoy doing productive things in life, especially things along the lines of working on a business, if that's what you really want to be productive at, right? So that's going to take away any of the chances that you have of enjoying doing that work. Like, once I finally quit playing the game, like, there was a stall period in between this, yeah, of course, like there is with everything in life, but after I had not played the game for about 3 months and, like, not touched it at all, like, completely done with it, I started finding the work I was doing on my business to give me the dopamine that I wanted. I also wasn't smoking, I wasn't drinking, I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't be doing. And I started to wake up every day just rock solid to go and work on my business. Just, like, straight up, bro. Like, that's how I feel every day now. I just wake up and I'm ecstatic to go work on what actually matters in my life, even though it's boring, bro. I'm over here, I'm not going to break down the business. That's not what this video is for. But, you have to take all these distractions away from your life if you want to actually focus on the things that matter to you for real, because your brain doesn't care what you want. Your brain wants dopamine as fast as possible, and the only way to trick your brain out of that is to just remove all those distractions and remove all that fake dopamine out of your life, right? Anything in life that you want to do and you want to get good at, it's gonna take some time to get good at it. I mean, same as playing fucking video game, bro. Like, you're gonna have to get good at it over time. You know, you're not just gonna hop on Fortnite without ever knowing how to build and instantly be the best player, winning every match. It's just not how it works, right? So, I mean, if you want to go get good at running, if you want to go be a good basketball player, if you want to be a good guitar player, you're gonna have to dedicate time to it. And if you're spending all your extra time playing the game, you're never going to have the free time that you need to excel in anything outside of, or you're not going to excel in anything. You're just not. Like, you're going to probably go to work, you're going to come home, you'll play the game, and that'll be your life for the next 30 years, and your wife will leave you. And that's just really what it comes down to, you know? So I just hope the best for all y'all, and I'm not honestly telling you to not play the game ever. Like, you know, if you played the game every now and then, do I think that's bad? No. But could I tell you every time I played the game in the last year? Yes. I played Fortnite twice in January, once because I wanted to check out this new event, once because it was my friend's birthday and he told me to get on. I played GTA once in March. I played GTA once in June. And I got on there just to play online multiplayer races, the NASCAR races. I really like those a lot. And I only played for like 2 hours, okay? And then I played a little bit of Clash Royale on the phone at night this summer as well. But, you know, I mean, that's less than you've played the game this week. And that's just what I played all year. So am I saying that I abide by this perfectly? No. But when I do play the game, I know what I'm getting into. And I understand that it's not real dopamine. It's fake. It's tricking me into being happy. And that it's something you should just really stay away from. Like, honest to God, I think that you should smoke weed or drink safely before you have a habit of playing the video game. So don't call yourself a video gamer. Try to have a wife one day, possibly have a family, and possibly even have enough money to not live in poverty when your family and your jobs are taken by AI in the next 20 years. So maybe even check out some of my other business videos and go learn how to get ahead of the curve and leverage AI, because it's really kind of your only chance unless you do like HVAC or you're like a mechanic or something, because obviously a robot's not doing any of that anytime soon. So you guys are good. But, you know, anybody that's like an accountant or a truck driver or like a coder, or you're done. It's over. So later, chat.